It was an informed decision, but yet it was actually a restart because I was doing decently well. I had sort of built myself a decent platform in television after a decade. My mother was summoned to school. My school refused to give me the boarding card, and they said that none of our kids have failed, and your son is miserable. He's going to spoil the record of the school. Life success, only academic success is not going to sort of give you what you aspire. There are so many things that come together. And as I said, education is a window to a better life, but it is not the only medium to give you a better life.
An actor so versatile that it's safe to call him a shapeshifter. Hey everyone, this is me, Hesha Chima, and joining me today here on ETimes is yet again a man with solid body of work, as I always say. Vikrant Massey.
Hi.
Hi. Good morning.
Morning.
We're starting off the interview with me today. I'm so happy because the last time I met you was right here.
Yes.
So life comes a full circle,
yes.
and I'm meeting you again for a Vidhu Vinod Chopra film.
Yes.
And I love this whole classroom setup also today. It just feels so nostalgic.
But these books are so unnerving. They keep like quantitative aptitude and Indian economy. Honestly, it's like beyond my comprehension.
Mere bhi sir ke upar se. But you know, when I saw the trailer, it doesn't look like any of this is alien to you or beyond your comprehension. You're playing like somewhat 20+ young guy, and that's why I called you a shapeshifter, because when I saw you, I was like, ये विक्रांत है. Like यहाँ तो मुझे डरा रहा था ये कुछ पिछले अपने काम में, अब suddenly ये पढ़ाई कर रहा है, ये लड़ रहा है. And of course, Vidhu Vinod Chopra, a man with solid body of work himself, collaborating with you. What was the thrill like?
It was incredible. And like you so rightly said, Vidhu Vinod Chopra sir is a man who's given us such incredible films all throughout these years. Yeah. He's been making films for 45 years. And getting an opportunity to work with him. Actually, when I was approached for 12th Fail, they approached me, they told me that Vidhu sir is producing it. Okay. So by that time, you know, I was still not clear who's directing it, but I wanted to meet him anyway because, you know, they told me he'd written it, he'd worked on it personally. And a few days later, I got to know that he's actually directing it as well. And that was like a huge kick. Yeah. And I'm sure anybody else would feel the same. It was an incredible experience working with him. I'm so glad that we actually sort of complemented each other as actor, director, and as people as well. He's had a very profound impact on me as a person. And I'm so glad that I did get a chance to work with him. I did also get a chance to know him personally. And yeah, I really hope that people enjoy watching the film as much as we enjoyed making it, because all of us, like Vinod sir has put in 3.5 years of his life. And we are still 20 days away from release. I have put in 2 years of my life.
Oh.
And but I think it's definitely been the most holistic and wholesome experience for me.
Why do you say that?
I say that because besides working with him on set as an actor, I got to know his process. The way he works, the way he approaches filmmaking. It's beyond what I had imagined or beyond what I had experienced with other directors in my life. For example, as I said, he spent 3.5 years. He has a fixed routine. From 11 to 7, he along with his team is going to sit and work on scenes, dialogues per se every single day. And that amount of dedication and commitment is unparalleled. And I was so lucky that he actually invited me, he involved me in the entire process of writing, of brainstorming, of conceptualizing, and even the execution bit at times. And that's why I say it was wholesome, because I just did not come in as an actor, rehearse with him, design my character sketch. I think I was privy also to designing the entire film. And to get to see his entire process, his passion, he's very well known for his passion. You can actually see it in the films that he's made.
Yeah.
You know, whether it is Parinda, whether it is 1942, A Love Story, Mission Kashmir, or even the films that he's produced, Three Idiots, Lage Raho Munna Bhai or MBBS.
Yeah.
He's all heart.
Yeah.
And he wears his heart on his sleeve. And very seldom do you meet people who've achieved such a stature in life, who are so passionate, still so hungry to go out there and deliver what they feel is their best. And that is really, really inspiring.
If I have to ask you personally, when you were probably in your, academic years, how are you like? Like, I'm sure IPS, UPSC तो नहीं किया होगा, but कुछ और ही कर रहे होंगे.
I was decent enough. I was good enough before my pubescent age. I was very serious about my studies. I was one of those kids who would come back home, not even take off my uniform and start doing my homework so that I could go out again in the evening and play with a free mind. But much later, I think, as I said, by the time I started wearing full pants in school and Dil Chahta Hai happened and Kuch Kuch Hota Hai happened, and I think hum sab ke dimag ghoom gaye the.
खराब ही हो गया.
खराब हो गए थे. And I became a little lazy then. I would only attempt, if you're talking about exams, I would only attempt as much as I would need to pass. So अगर 75 मार्क का पेपर है साइंस का या मैथमेटिक्स का, तो I would attempt only say 50, knowing कि हाँ चलो ठीक है 40-45 आ जाएंगे, पास हो जाएंगे. I could have done better, but I think yeah, I mean I sailed through. Decent enough.
That's also me. I think, as you rightly said, till puberty hit, I was like this genius. Right after 90s kids, though, we got spoiled. And this 12th, I have failed in my 12th, not 12th, but my 9th standard के prelims होते थे ना. उसमें maths में I got 1.
मैं 9th के prelims में 9 में से 6 सब्जेक्ट में फेल हुआ था. And my mother was summoned to school. My school refused to give me the boarding card.
Same.
You call it the admin card.
Yeah.
And they said कि none of our kids have failed and your son is miserable. He's going to spoil the record of the school. And that's when, but always, more or less, a couple of weeks before the exams, I would go pick up those 21 sets, which were essential to just sort of, sift through what is essential.
Yeah.
And, but I sailed through. I did decently well.
Tell me, Vikrant, when, we're talking about #restart here. Yeah. What was your restart moment in life, A, personally, and then B, professionally for you?
Personally, I think all of us do restart from time to time.
Yeah.
I think there comes a moment every now and then, intermittently, wherein you are asked to reflect, look back, analyze, assess, and then sort of realign and restart. So you do that. Professionally, one very distinct moment was when I very consciously decided to quit television and pursue my career in cinemas. It was an informed decision, but yet it was actually a restart because I was doing decently well. I had sort of built myself a decent platform in television after a decade, and to sort of let that go willingly, to restart again. And yeah, that was one definite moment which was a restart, and I'm so glad I did that.
I saw that in the morning, even Pankaj Tripathi reposted your trailer, and you've written Guruji. Gurudev, yeah. Why do you say that? Like, what's the camaraderie you guys share?
He's very close to me. Not just him, his beautiful wife is also family. He also happens to be my next door neighbor.
Oh, so sweet.
And we've spent quite a lot of time on criminal justice, on Mirzapur. Did also get an opportunity to do a couple of films, but he's so busy. And touch wood, thank God for that. I think I've learned a lot from him. I've learned a lot, yes, the craft, the way he is so effortlessly brilliant. But also at the same time, he's such a wise man.
Yeah.
I love being in his company. There are those words of wisdom that he keeps throwing from time to time, and I am lucky that I'm privy to those conversations, and I kind of grab them and try inculcating them in my own life.
I want to ask you this, that now that you've played this character so closely, and you've lived it, which we can see in the, the whole trailer. Like, I was also like, oh my God, ये कैसे किया इसने? But because मैं कह रही थी ना, आप डरा रहे हो अभी, recently तो मैं सिर्फ डर ही रही हूँ, but now this. If you had to put out there a message for, those kids who are probably, let's say, failing in life, and they need to start fresh all over again, what would you tell them to keep going?
not just the students also. Unfortunately, a lot of the pressure is indirectly coming from parents.
Yeah.
And we very briefly also spoke about this yesterday while we were interacting with the media. So, for students, I would say ki, don't lose hope, you know. And especially kids and students who are aspiring to clear central agency exams like UPSC, or you know, it could be JEE or NEET or anything. It's tough, we know it's tough,
Yeah.
but parents and students alike both need to understand that only academic success is not success. You know, life success, pragmatic success involves a lot of things. It is actually, you know, sorry for my sort of analogy, but it is like a biryani. There are 50 things that go into it.
True.
So when you're talking about life success, only academic success is not going to sort of give you what you aspire. There are so many things that come together. And families and friends play a very, very crucial part in that. So, yes, education is a gateway to a better life, for sure, and especially for kids and students from the challenged sections of our society. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people in that particular section of society. You give it your all, you definitely go out there. And as I said, education is a window to a better life, but it is not the only medium to give you a better life. Parents really need to sort of pull their reins back, try and understand that there is a lot of pressure, especially at such a formative age. When kids are nearly 13, 14, they appear for their first board exams. You know, the word board exams itself is so daunting. It is kind of unnerving.
Yeah.
So we really need to, as a society, and when you go nuclear, you talk about families and relatives, you really need to handle your kids with kid gloves and be kind towards them. And prepare them for life success. And as I said, it involves much more than academic success.
Yeah. Okay then. 12th fail. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
coming
you.
for the
Please
premiere. I've
watch it.
already told them. Please, no, I will watch it.
Please,
For you, I'm going to watch it.
Thank you.
And all the very best for everything else.
Thank you, and I wish you all the luck, and thank you to you and ETimes for being so kind to me. I think our association goes back beyond a decade, and you guys have been so kind to me.
No, we
so
just love you in general. But thank you so much, and I wish to see you soon for anything next that you're going to touch now.
Very soon.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Cheers.